Assalamu alaikum, 6th class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. So now open your book of Oxford Progressive English. As you know that in our last week we have completed our first unit, which is where we live now, and we were assigned to go for only 2 chapters from this. We have done our summers in Murray and then my house. So now we will go for the next unit, which is the sea, and from the sea we will go for this chapter, green forest. So let's start our unit now. So now open your book at page 30. Okay, so here is Green Force, which is a website advertisement. A website advertisement, you can say. Here is a article or a topic in from the magazine or from the newspaper to advertise this website. So Green Force is a website. So let's first discuss about Green Force, that what kind of a website is it. For Green for over 30 years, Gapforce has been committed to developing, rewarding and safe volunteering and conservation programs. It was through this desire that we set up Green Force. So what is volunteering and conservation programs? Volunteering is something a person who works for an organization without being paid, and conservation programs are that the protection of plants and animals, natural areas, and interesting and important structures and buildings, especially from the damage effects of human activity. Okay, so let's go for that. What is a gap force? Force is a UK based gap year. Gap year is somewhat a period of 7 or 8 months between completing secondary education and starting university, and it guides and advises for UK small business owners, sole traders and freelancers. Freelancers are those who works for the other people but online. Okay, so gap force is somewhat UK based gap year. It includes voluntary provider. It has been founded in 1989, and then we will observe in it structured adventure travel programs, and then volunteer projects, conservation placements and outdoor training courses. Gapforce is based in the United Kingdom and has in country staff all around the world. So here is a advertisement of Green Force. In Green Force, what they have published, let's read it. Join our research teams. So from this line, join our research team, what they are asking for? Yes, they are asking for the volunteers so they can work for the Green Force and help to preserve endangered wildlife and fragile habitats around the world, Amazon, Africa, Caribbean, South Pacific, South China Sea. They are advertising this article to give the information to the people about the endangered species of this world. Endangered species mean that group of animal or plant which is about to disappear in coming years. And this program is making or working in these areas of earth, which are Amazon, Africa, Caribbean, South Pacific and South China Sea. So the next here we are given with the quotation of a volunteer whose name is Halle Adams, who says that a fantastic way to experience the culture and environment of a country and to give something in return to the local community. So he is motivating us for Green Force program. First and foremost, because you have a passion for wildlife and you want to make a difference in conserving endangered species. So we have a passion for the wildlife program, and then we will join for the Green Force as a volunteer. Okay. Wildlife conservation expedition, marine conservation. Wildlife conservation means to work for the wildlife and for the endangered species. Expedition means a journey undertaken by a group of people with a particular purpose, especially that of exploration, research, or war. So, here we are going for exploration. And marine conservation, also known as marine resources conservation, is the protection and preservation of ecosystems in oceans and seas. So it is all about the living things in ocean and seas. Marine conservation focuses on limiting human caused damage to marine ecosystem and on restoring damaged marine ecosystem. So here is marine life, you can see here. It is all about the plants and fishes and all about sea animals in the ocean and seas. So now in the first paragraph, the first term is coral reefs. So let's define first what are coral reefs. Reef is an underwater ecosystem characterized by reef building corals. Reefs are formed of colonies of coral polyps held together by calcium carbonate. So it is made up of calcium carbonate. Most coral reefs are built from stony corals. It may be built of stony corals like solid form whose polyps cluster in groups. Coral reefs flourish in ocean waters that provide few nutrients. So they work for the making of nutrients. Polyps are abnormal tissue growths that most often look like small flat bumps or tiny mushroom-like stalks. So here you can see the mushroom-like stalks. So these are coral reefs. So now let's start the reading of this text. Coral reefs are widely known as the rainforest of the sea because they are home to such a massive diversity of species, but not all people appreciate the crucial role that coral reefs play on various levels in sustaining human life along coral coastlines and as fertile ground for medicinal discoveries yet to be made. The fact is that without the coral reefs to protect fragile coastlines, many island and coastal areas would simply disappear beneath the ocean waves. Talk about the coral reefs as the rainforest of the sea. It means the dense forest of the sea. So coral reefs are the dense forest of the sea, and they are such a home to all the species which are living in the sea. We talk about that why not all people appreciate the crucial role that coral reef play. It is because of that they don't know about the worth of coral reef, that how much it is important for us. Coral reef protect coastline from storms. Coastline, you can say seashore and erosion, provide jobs for local communities and offer opportunities for recreations. They are also a source of food and new medicines. Over 500 million people depend on reefs for food, income, and protection. It will result in the disappearance of many island and coastal areas under the ocean waves. Add to this the role they play as a nursery ground for young fish and as an abundant food source for coastal communities, and you begin to realize that coral reefs are more than just a pretty underwater garden for divers to enjoy. So coral reefs are made like a garden by God for young creatures under the sea like fishes. But how divers enjoy it? So yes, they took or plucked coral reefs for decoration piece for their home. Unfortunately, these benevolent features are not sufficient to save the reefs and their resident communities from the threat of destruction through overfishing, blasting, pollution, and other human impacts, including climate change. So we were talking about the beautiful appearance of coral reefs, but now we are discussing the endangered life of these coral reefs, the threat to coral reef, or the threat to the life of their resident, like fish communities, which is by overfishing, blasting, pollution, climate change, other human impacts, and all these impacts are due to the human activities. So they don't care about the life of these coral reefs or their communities or resident which are fish communities. Okay, it is estimated that 27% of the world reef are now irreparably damaged, and so it means that 27% of the coral reefs are damaged, they are finished from all the areas of this earth, and a further 32% are facing severe difficulties. So the further 32% are endangered, so the almost about 60% of the coral reefs are facing difficulties, and 27% is almost damaged and finished. But all is not lost. On the positive side, reefs respond well to the conservation measures aimed at rebuilding, and fish communities can regenerate effectively when sustainable fisheries policies are employed. Concept of these line, we can go for more information about coral reef. That coral reef protection is the process of modifying human activities to avoid damage to healthy coral reefs and to help damaged reefs recover, which we already know. The key strategies used in reef protection include defining measurable goals and introducing active management and community involvement to reduce stressors that damage reef health. Okay, one management technique is to create marine protected areas and MPAs that directly limit human activities such as fishing. So here we are going for the strategies which will reduce the rate of the endangered species of coral reefs and the fishing communities. This is where Greenforce projects can make a real difference. Our data can be used to identify areas requiring protection and monitor recovery rates. Our team also play a valuable role in educating coastal communities about their reefs and investigating methods of alleviating pressure on fish stock. Force is working for the life of these coral reefs. They are finding the most targeted areas where there is a threat to coral reefs and coastline. They are educating the people about this project. They are also letting the people know about the less fish stock under the sea. They are also working on the consequences. So now come to your homework. These two paragraphs are your homework. I will send you the questions for these two paragraphs and you will write it on your notebook.